Let me say this about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu, y'all go look at the blogs. She got upset with this woman telling her to act her age because she made some joke about cheating during the Super Bowl. Y'all go on these blogs, y'all see it. And she tried to make fun of this woman's looks. Let me say this about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu is one of those women who is all about empowerment through sex. Do y'all see these feminists out here? These feminists talk about they should be able to express themselves. They support women who sell their bodies, right? They're all for that. But then they will shame those women if those types of women sleep with their men. Have y'all noticed that? All these so-called womanists and feminists, as soon as you piss them off, they're calling you every name in the book. I thought the incels were the ones who was insulting these women for no reason. I thought it was the incels that were trying to disparage and disrespect women when in reality you do it to yourselves. And again, this is no attack on Erykah. This is just me psychoanalyzing that I like to do. Y'all know I like to break things down. Erykah's what, in her early 50s. Her daughter looks like a younger version of her, right? Y'all remember when I did the video about the picture that her and her daughter did together, showing off their bodies? 18, her daughter would just turn 18, which is why people were outraged. It's like, your daughter just turned 18. Why are you showing her off like that? But I noticed that these women do this. They show off their daughters. Why are you showing off your daughters? Are you trying to compete with her? Are you trying to say, hey, even though she looks like a younger me, that's my child. It's just very weird when you see women and their adult daughters or barely adult daughters, and they try to show that they look just like them. They'll say, well, they birthed that, right? And y'all wonder why these girls are so sexualized. Y'all are the ones pushing. Y'all push the narrative. Just like you do with your sons. You heifers who get your sons lap dances and all that, right? Her daughter the reason why people were outraged at that photo was because her daughter was barely 18. Barely 18. Okay? Barely 18, and you're trying to show the world that your daughter has a similar figure as you. Why? I remember almost 20 years ago, I was at my mother's friend's house, and her friend and her daughter, they look. But by the way, the daughter looked biracial. To say that her mother was more brown skinned, and she tried to compare her looks to her daughter because her daughter was a teenager at the time. I was a little bit younger than her. I was probably about 14. Her daughter was probably like maybe 17, maybe 18, maybe 17, right there. And she was like, who looks better? That's what she said to me. She was standing next to her daughter. Then she turned around and said, hey, who looks better? And I'm like, why would you ask me that? Do you ask men who are at your house who looks better, you or your daughter? There's this silent competition with a lot of these women and their adult daughters. You can be proud of your children, but when you're showing them off, yeah, they want to live through their daughter. I think Erykah wants to stay youthful and young forever. Now, Erykah is not a bad looking woman. Even though she's 52, she has kept herself in tremendous shape. I will give her that because there are people younger than her who look horrible, okay? Who do not look white. I say look white. Look right, right? Some of y'all want your daughters to look white. But she's kept herself in tremendous shape. I give her that credit. She's never let herself go. And then being in the entertainment industry, you really can't, right? You're just like that lets you know she actually cares about her physical well-being. Now, why doesn't she give advice about how to live her day-to-day life, what to eat, exercising, how to take care of yourself? Why don't she give that wisdom to other women? The problem is you have women who are the age of Erykah Badu who do not pass on wisdom. What they do is they join in on the degeneration of society. And they're okay with their daughters being seen that way. When you're taking a picture side by side with your barely 18-year-old daughter, basically saying your daughter is sexy just like you, that's what you're putting. You're putting that energy out there. So men, instead of respecting you and saying, nah, I'm not going to come at a daughter like that, like I would any other woman that I'm attracted to, you know, you're basically saying, hey, she looks good too. You know, y'all think that Erykah looks good. Erykah basically saying her daughter looks just as good. And you wonder why these men are just running through these girls and showing absolutely no respect. It reminds me of Aisha Curry. You know, Aisha Curry was seen more in a respectable way. But she hated that because she see all these other women getting thirsted after and she wants that. This is why I tell y'all, you have to really take the time to get to know a woman. A lot of y'all don't take the time to get to know women. You look at her body, you look at her face, you're talk to her a little bit, but you're more concerned about hitting it. Or you're more concerned about having a trophy girlfriend, or in some cases, a trophy wife. But you don't really know the woman that you're with. You don't know her tendencies, her behaviors, because you can view future behavior. You can read future behavior by actually reading the person's behavior now. Because women will put their best foot forward. They will show you what they feel like you want to see. That's why you have to challenge them. You have to push them figuratively and mentally. You have to push them mentally to get the real them. Shout out to everybody that's here in the chat. Make sure y'all like the streams. Get the likes up. Because if you don't push her mentally, if you just allow her to show you that face, once you've made the mistake of getting into a relationship and moving her in, and even worse, marrying her, she will then show you who she truly is. And don't have a child with her and you really don't know who that is. You see, I take my time to get to know people. That's why in situations that I've dealt with women, they will get impatient. Why is he taking so long? You know why I'm taking so long to really get to know you? Because I don't want to make the mistake of getting into a relationship with somebody that I'm going to regret. When that's happened to you before, you don't want to go down that road again. So you take your time. See, I'm a very patient man. Now, if I'm just in a situation I'm trying to smash, I mean, it is what it is. I ain't wait. Why wait? You know. But if you see potential in somebody, what you gonna do? You're gonna take your time to get to know them. You know, there's plenty of women you can just smash, right? Plenty of women you can go out there and you could have as a side piece or a jump off. But but a lot of times, if you're looking for somebody long term, you're just gonna have to read them. And if that person doesn't fit what you want, then let it go. Don't let your feelings get too involved, and don't let a woman attach themselves to you too tight, because what'll happen is she will become possessive. She'll become obsessed. You know, this is why the red pill matters, right? Because people love to claim that men who go their own way can't get women. That's not true. When I first started making content, when I first learned about the red pill philosophy, it was from men who were married in long-term relationships. They have children. They were battling for custody. They had women trying to take them to the cleaners, women trying to destroy them, ruin their lives, get them put in jail. I would never trust my own philosophy from people who never dealt with women. So when I see people try to make the assertion that if you're going your own way as a man, you can't get women, it's from men who don't even wife these women up anyway. Y'all have destroyed these women. You destroy these women, and then when we don't want to date those women, you're like, why don't you want to date them? Because you've destroyed them, moron. I believe in patience. I believe in, because again, if you just want women to sleep with, they're everywhere. It's very difficult to find the women who fit your life. It is. It's more difficult now than ever before. That's why you see men, if a man says, you know what, I don't see it in Western society, they go elsewhere. Why are other men getting mad with those men? Because you're suckers. That's why. That's why. So.